Oh, that was great. I do still love that song. What's up, everybody? Welcome to On the Deck. I am here. We're on the deck of the show.
Yes, we are here on the deck.
we got a guest here. We're a three-piece today. We're a trio.
I'm on the bench, so yeah.
On the bench.
We're on the couch. So
on the bench again.
Yes. How's it going, everybody? Again, my name is mikO Tolliver. I'm your host here. You can find me around on the interwebs at mikO Tolliver with 2 L's. Very important if you really want to contact me. I'm here with our interim general manager, Mr. Antonio Ortiz.
Yep.
How's it
Here
going?
I am, here I stay on Tuesdays. Here I am, here I stay on Tuesdays.
Is that an echo?
Started to rhyme. Yes, I'm doing well.
Can you rhyme the same word? Is that the rule of rap?
That's actually a terrible way to rap, but you know.
Ooh, boo on that one. Let's get a boo on that one. That was a horrible rap. You can't do that.
I was planning to be, a huge rap star, so thank you for ruining my dreams. But anyways, I'm doing good.
We're here actually with our interim music director. This is the correct title, DJ Mike Biggz.
Hey, what though?
Who's also the host of I Had That Tape, which appears Sunday
nights at 9 p.m.
That's right. All of your old school classic, like 90s, like hip hop
All
from the Bay.
All Bay Area hip hop from the 80s and the 90s. And I'll maybe talk about that a little bit later because we also lost another figure in our community over the weekend. So, but other news as well coming up. So a lot of things happening.
I got to ask you, do you play a lot of Mac Dre?
I do. It's weird. I even have a weird connection with Mac Dre. One of my best friends growing up, his dad did the photography on his first album.
Oh.
And I found that out way later down the line when I started to work on music as like a teenager and was trying to make beats. And he was like, yeah, I can, do photography for any artist you're working with. He's like, I did Mac Dre. And I was like, no way, you're lying. And sure enough, he did the What's Really Going On album cover. And I was like,
that's nice.
All right.
Okay.
I'm down.
Nice.
I'm with it.
Okay, so DJ Mike Biggz is here to join us. So we're gonna have a little party. We're gonna have a little trio party today. Again, because it is the 75th anniversary all year long. We're gonna say it all year. All year. It's only March, so we got 9 more months to talk about it because it's happening all year. Yes. Happy birthday to KPFA, 75th anniversary year, which means we got special events. We are gonna be celebrating. We've been mentioning it to you for the last month or two. So, but let's go ahead and get to it to remind you, because again, we still have tickets available for the Saturday, April 6th, Amy Goodman event at First Church of Christ in Berkeley.
Yes.
Yes.
Ticket prices are $75 for regular tickets. For a sliding scale, it's $25. And there is no and because the meet and greets are sold out.
Yes.
So if you want to be able to get there and see Amy Goodman in person, get a ticket today. You can go to kpfa.org to see it there or on Eventbrite.
Yes. And remember, the meet and greet also includes us. We'll be there. Are you going to be there?
Maybe. We'll see.
Well, you should come hang out with us because everybody's coming to see us.
All
and
right.
Amy Goodman.
I may just then, if that's the case.
Yeah, you should be there.
I've never met Amy Goodman, so why not? That'd be kind of cool.
I know. I'm trying to. It's going to be a party. We're super excited about it. Okay, good. And then our next event on the actual birthday, the actual KPFA birthday, Monday, April 15th. And it's going to be our music birthday celebration at Freight and Salvage with Russian Telegraph. And is it French LeBeau or Frenchy LeBeau?
Frenchy.
It's Frenchy with Frenchy LeBeau. Okay.
Frenchy LeBeau. Why do we write it French LeBeau?
That's
Frenchy
how I got
LeBeau. We've been saying it.
Well, Q said Frenchy LeBeau in the promo, so I'm going with what Q said.
Frenchy,
Yes.
French.
It's
out to
Frenchy
Q.
LeBeau.
Yes.
We're going to have a music celebration. We're going to have a music party on a Monday night, on a school night. I'm going to be there. The interns are going to be there. Mike Biggz, you going to be there?
We're all going to be there.
I'll be there. The real folks party on Monday night.
Ooh, that's right.
I used to actually do a Monday night party back in the day, and it was probably one of the best parties I ever did. It was
Really?
live.
Yeah.
It was jumping. It would be like a Saturday night, but it's actually a Monday night.
Ooh.
But it felt like a Saturday night.
Yeah, okay.
Gosh, that must
Until
have
you
been a
woke up
rough
the next morning
Tuesday.
and you were like, this is terrible.
Yeah, I got to go to work. I make such horrible life decisions. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Oh, we're rewinding here? Or do we need to repeat that to everybody? Tell them again.
We're not talking about terrible life decisions.
Well, no, not that part. I think
Not
just
that
a quick review that we're going to have April 6th. We're going to have Amy Goodman, and then we're also going to have Russian Telegraph, Frenchy LeBeau,
On
April
April
15th. Yeah, so the 75th birthday anniversary celebration going all year long. These are just like the first two. We're also in June. We're going to be starting talking about you soon with
June, talking about with you soon. Are we gonna find some doubloons?
Yeah, it's
In
going to
the
be with
room?
Liam O'Donoghue, East Bay yesterday.
yes.
That's going to be in June. We're going to get to stop playing those sound effects. I don't suck. I'm good. Oh, that's for him.
That was for
Never
me.
mind. Our
All right.
interns in the back are teasing us.
Yeah, so that's gonna be another event that's gonna happen sometime in June. Stay posted. We'll let you know.
Yes, we are going to let you know because we're
Yeah.
going to be at that event too.
Mhm.
Okay, but now also coming up at the end of this month, Bioneers,
Mhm.
right? Bioneers conference. That's March 28th to the 30th. It's going to be at Zellerbach Hall.
There's going to be a bunch of speakers there. Find out more about Bioneers, go to kpfa.org. There should be a link out there about the Bioneers, or you can go to bioneers.org.
Yeah, that's pretty clear.
All right.
That's good. I like that. Zellerbach. I like that place.
Oh, were we supposed to read this thing? I can read it out loud.
Don't you love how he
Yes.
keeps it so
The
free flowing?
35th annual
He just-
Bioneers Conference, let's start it, will be held at Berkeley on March 28th to 30th, featuring hundreds of inspiring leaders. Bioneers 2024 will host thousands of engaged and civically active attendees at Zellerbach Hall and in venues across downtown Berkeley for 3 days of riveting talks, movement building, and connections.
Make it sound natural, Antonio.
Yeah, not like you're reading it off a teleprompter.
Doing the best that I can.
Oh, you
Yeah.
worked in radio. What's wrong with you?
Hey, there you go. Get that. We're proud of you. You did that. Good job. Good job. Good job.
You know, I had long training one time where I kept reading a script, and they said, "Can you just read it without sounding like you're reading?" And I'm like, "That doesn't make sense to me.
No.
That doesn't make sense to me.
It
How do I
takes
read
a
it
minute
without
to
it sounding
practice that one. Once
Yeah.
you start reading and you have to make it just sound au natural.
Oh, natural.
Did you
Yeah.
point at it before you started too?
I did.
Okay.
I said, I'm
Okay.
pointing on this. You can't see it on the radio, but I'm pointing at the script.
Okay.
All right. Well, joking aside,
Joking aside, Mike Biggz is here.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh, it's a Tuesday. We're doing our thing.
On the deck. I know it's so great.
But yeah. Well, I have something that's going to be up on the website. If I thought it might have been up already, but I think it's going to be up by the end of the day or tomorrow, which is basically one of the many things I plan to do as music director, which is bringing you new music that you really should be on your radar. And I'm calling it SO, which stands for Songs to Obsess Over and Over.
songs to obsess over and over. So.
Is the T silent,
Yeah, of course.
or you're just not including the preposition?
So.
It's just,
So.
it's smaller case.
So. Because it's like
Yeah.
so.
It's like when you put "and" in something, you don't always really
Oh, okay, I
include
get it.
Yeah.
I get it. So.
Yeah.
All right, and then it has like 3
Honestly,
dots.
it's just I called it that because I couldn't think of a better acronym, and like it was just all I could come up with for like last minute. I was like, you know what? Let's just get it out there. It'll be good. The music will speak for itself.
You said
Okay.
songs to obsess over.
Yeah, because I do obsess over music.
You do.
Okay.
I'm a DJ. I'm the interim music director here, and music is my obsession. It's my life. So
Music is your life. You wake up music. You sleep to music.
I do. I wish I could
Yes.
sing, but I can't. Sing.
I used to be
You
like
can
that
sing.
when I was
If you
younger.
can talk, you can sing.
No.
I think it's true.
I can hear when like notes are off key and out of
Yeah.
pitch, but I can't sing to save my life. So
You know, I think we should challenge you to do a song with us at
No.
some point in the
Ooh,
future.
we are going to
No.
do that because hold on.
somewhere
Here.
there's a video.
We
of
like to
me-
say yes to the offers.
No,
Somewhere there's
no.
a video of me in Japan doing karaoke and murdering.
Well, then that
80s
means you're
new
doing
wave
it really
song,
well
so-
because karaoke is actually Japanese for tone deaf. So the worse you are
Is
at
that a
karaoke,
joke?
no, that's a real fact. The worse you are at
What?
karaoke, the better you are you actually being like true to the actual.
Oh, then I'm
art.
brilliant.
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
Well,
Yeah. Okay, good.
I
But
had
just
no
so you know,
idea.
because you guys have seen, we've been having DJ Mike Biggz here back on the show a few times. He's going to come back. So now that I feel like Antonio has said that and you agree to it, we will have some singing.
we are going to sing. Are you
Yeah.
ready?
We'll come up with a nice
be
harmony
fun.
together.
You like that?
It's gonna be
Yeah.
fabulous.
It's just a joke.
Love
We're
it.
here joking with
People
you. We
will
love to
laugh.
have
They'll
fun. We
love
do all
it. They're
kinds
gonna
of
love it.
jokes. We're funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, if you don't like my jokes, I got something for you today.
We could probably bring on someone that actually knows jokes instead of us weirdo jokers like us, because we're
We're
the
trying.
I'm not
weirdos.
weird.
We're-
I'm
we're
funny. I don't know
amateurs.
who you two are.
You're hella
But-
weird, but I love you.
Yes, I believe today we have a guest. Super live.
Are you going to manifest this guest? You believe in the guest?
No, I'm going to wait. Well, yes, I'm going to manifest it, and then I'm going to say to the universe, bring me a guest. And then someone is going to appear at the door. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see. Universe? It happened. It worked. It worked. We have a guest. Who is here? I want to see. Drum roll, please. Who's at the door? Who's at the door?
Lower third.
See, this is what happens when you have interns instead of having a real production budget.
No, it's great. It's great.
Ouch.
This is why we're improvisers, because we go with the flow. We make it happen.
Our guest is here,
Demetri.
Mr. Demetri Martin. What's up, dude?
Yo.
Hi. The door was stuck, but it's fine. I got it.
Okay, good. Wait, did you just barge in? Because that's very Oakland of you.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
but
Bay.
Digital. It's digital barging, so it's Bay Area barging.
Yeah, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate having you here. So we're here because you are promoting a show that you have this Sunday. It's March
24th.
24th, right?
Yes.
And what are the times?
2 shows.
Yes, this is the Palace of Fine Arts, 4:00, which is a classic comedy time, 4 p.m., but it's a Sunday, so it's kind of nice.
Okay. The
And
Palace of
I think
Fine. We were
7.
actually just there at the Palace of Fine Arts. They have a lot of great events there, so that's going to be really, really nice in San Francisco.
Yes.
Yes.
I like that venue. I haven't been there in years, but I remember that venue. It's very cozy. They have those nice red seats.
Ooh, I don't think I've been inside into like for a comedy show.
I've been there once, and it was actually for a comedy show, and I went to see Margaret Cho. And I wish I could probably tell you the joke that stood out the most during that entire set, but then I don't know if we would get flagged with any bad curse word people saying that was
Don't try
terrible.
it.
Yeah, don't do
try
it.
it.
But
It was
we
a-
know that Margaret Cho is
Just don't
funny.
It was a funny joke, though.
Just don't do it.
I believe-
I know
but-
you really want to say it. Just don't do it.
Demetri's going to be really funny. So the name of your show is called The Joke Machine, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I still, I've been doing it a while now, and I don't tell long stories and stuff. It's mostly jokes, and I present them different ways. So for this tour, I thought it'd be kind of a cool title, just to call it Joke Machine, because I'm coming around with a lot of jokes.
Okay, we like that. I think we like that. Are you you're here today? Hopefully you can tell us a joke because we're hoping you're gonna be funny.
Well,
No,
hopefully you're
the
funnier
machine-
than us, because we've been
machine's
telling
not-
jokes and it's been
The
horrible.
machine's not plugged in right now.
The machine's not plugged in.
So you're not an actual joke machine.
No, the tour is the Joke Machine. I'm a cog in the machine. I'm part
Gotcha.
of the machine.
Okay. All right.
That's what
But
we're
I have
all-
yeah, it's like a bunch of jokes. I do tell a couple little stories in the show, and I play a little bit of music with some of the jokes, and I do some drawings. So it's a kind of a multifaceted presentation of comedy.
Okay, so speaking of your music, I actually first got introduced to who you are because I'm a fan of Flight of the Conchords.
Ah,
Yes.
yes.
So are you going to be playing the guitar?
I have actually been playing guitar on this tour.
Yeah.
So I had not before. I usually play the guitar, but I've been experimenting with the guitar. So I believe I will have the guitar when I come to San Francisco.
Okay. I'm actually I used to be a musician, so I do have a guitar. I actually don't really.
You do?
I do have a guitar. You know what? I took in a bunch of little tiny like student guitars and I took it to a pawn shop. I was trying to get rid of them and get some money for them. And then when I walked in there was a guitar and I was like, you know what? Give me that. And the clerk was like, that's how you do it.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's specific for sure. And I'm not so good at keys and stuff, but I'm learning. And they're pretty advanced now too. There's like all kinds of like arpeggiators and stuff on there, so I can hit different buttons. And I'm like, whoa. It's like kind of like playing a computer or something. It's cool.
Yeah, just take the work out of it. I'm just press this button, you give me a song. That's the joke
Yeah,
machine. That's
exactly.
the music machine right there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it's like an 80s kind of synthy. I'm just trying to have fun with it at this point. So I think guitar fits nicely into that style.
Yeah, I'm nice. I'm with that. Yeah. So I think you were telling us about some of his updates of like just different movies where people have probably been familiar with Demetri.
One of the things I remember, I was looking up some more information and I kind of forgot about the Weird Al Yankovic movie, which was really, really kind of amazing. And you were Tiny Tim in that film.
Yes.
And now that man, of course, I feel like is kind of deserving of a biopic for his own self, because I think a certain generation, maybe like yours and maybe Gen Z, might only know Tiny Tim as the guy whose song was in Insidious, when in fact, there's probably a whole lot more to learn about Tiny Tim, but he's known for the ukulele. So did you, by your skills with the guitar, did you have to learn the ukulele?
I'm
or
Gen
was it-
X. No, I've been around a while. I know Tiptoe Through the Tulips. I didn't see him get married on The Tonight Show, but I remember hearing about that back in the Johnny Carson days. But I was touched and excited to get to be in a Weird Al movie. I know Weird Al a little bit, and he's really a gracious guy, and he's really known to be such a genuine, nice person, in addition to being what he is as a comedy act. And man, Weird Al's been famous a long time too. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's like
He's a legend.
like the late 70s or 80s.
Yeah, I feel like mid 80s, like early 80s, right? Like he really going
Yeah,
national.
that's when we were talking about like when he did like A Surgeon, he did Eat It.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I'm fat.
Fat. I actually had that well, speaking of I had that tape, I literally had that cassette tape. That was a cassette tape I owned as a child.
Yeah.
Was the Fat one. It was hilarious. I knew all the songs on that album. It was so funny.
Demetri, what's your
Oh,
favorite
that-
Weird Al song?
I remember like all of my friends just when Thriller came out, how big all that was. And then when he did Eat It, and it was just like appointment viewing on MTV back when MTV was sort of in its heyday.
Yeah.
I
played
really
music.
loved Eat It. I loved the shot, kind of shot for shot remake for parts of the Beat It video. To me, that still really holds up. And Fat, like that was really, I mean, it's crazy how the times change because you're not making that today. You're not making that video or that song or anything. But for that time, as that sort of piece of comedy and music, I don't know, those two really, they stick with me.
Yeah. No, I remember actually the Coolio parody was big when I was a kid.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, speaking of just like comedy that works for today, I know there's the whole issue of just you kind of have to tiptoe because you don't want to get canceled. Like
Yes.
we don't want the joke machine to get canceled. We want your tour to get go. Like how do you navigate that as a comedian?
Well, as a 50-year-old straight white guy, I feel like I'm in the sweet spot. Like I'm untouchable. People love older white guys, so I feel like I'm good. No, I'm pretty much. I mean, I'm gonna jinx it, but I'm pretty. I guess I'm pretty tame on the comedy spectrum. I've always just like kind of daydreaming and sort of finding jokes in that process. For better or worse, I'm not. I've never been. I always say I've never been relevant, so I'm pretty much on the side. And that's not a self-deprecating thing. It's just that I like stuff that's less topical. It's not like I'm not like an issues guy. I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything, and I feel strongly about what I believe in, and politically I have my views and stuff, but artistically, I like jokes about like balloons and dogs and hammocks and stuff like that. It's just like that's the interesting game of it for me. Maybe it's like more like like wordplay and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not selling my stuff so well, but it's really, for me, if I can think of stuff that's almost, I don't think there's any comedy that's timeless, but it's not like I had jokes about Bill Clinton back then or something. They're just like more like observational, like about the human condition, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. I think Mike also told me so you've got this like few word jokes, right?
Yeah. There's the few word jokes, but then also when you bust out the guitar and start doing jokes based around what you're playing on your guitar, sometimes it just cracks me up. But the one that my other half specifically wanted me to ask, which I feel is a very strange question for someone's partner to ask, but here it goes. Are you going to ever bring back the breakup songs routine that you did? Because the favorite one was the one about, is this, are you working out? Are you doing push-ups on your? Well, I can't remember the name of the joke now.
Back when I had this series on Comedy Central,
Yeah.
like a decade ago, and I would do it had sketches that were filmed, and then there was like live stuff that we filmed in front of an audience in the studio. So I got to do kind of some stand-up, and then would throw to this stuff. So I would try different bits, and one of them was they were breakup lines. So it was like pickup lines, but it was more like the opposite. It was like a line you could use to just break up with somebody. But you're taking me back now, and I'm trying to remember some of them.
It was a great bit. It was about push-ups, but doing push-ups on your knees. This isn't working out. Let's break up.
Yeah. It's like, that might have been with the ukulele or guitar or something. It's always just about trying to play with the form a little bit. When you were saying you can't sing, I wish I could sing. And being friends with Flight of the Conchords, like those guys, I always felt like part of their magic was they could genuinely sing. They sounded good together. It stood on its own, and then they had their perspective and their sense of humor, which was so great. So I've thought of stuff over the years, and I'm like, man, if I could just sing, this would be such a great bit.
You also
so
have the
I
perfect name
settle
for
for
it.
just accompanying myself with like the guitar or like the keytar. It's just like it's sort of setting a mood.
You have the perfect name for it too. I mean, Demetri Martin. That sounds a lot like Dean Martin, so it's very
Yeah. What's funny is my dad's name was Dean Martin.
Oh.
And then like And in the Greek thing, I'm Greek American, and the tradition is you name after the dad's dad, the mom's mom when you have kids and stuff. And I have a couple kids, but I couldn't do it. I love my dad so much, but I couldn't name my kid Dean Martin because I just feel like it's too hard to put on a kid. You know what I mean? To have that like
yeah. Although
showbiz name.
it would be funny though. You call up to a place and you're just like, "Hi, I'm Dean Martin." They're, "Shut up! Stop calling. This is a serious place of business." Or maybe
know,
it's the total opposite, and people are like, "Oh my God, it's Dean Martin!" If they know who he is.
Right, and fair enough. Now, now I think about it, like the generations, the time passes, so maybe it's not as hard. But I think my dad had a harder time back then because Dean Martin was so famous. But yeah, I like the name Dean too. But it's got a good showbizy sound to it. My name, I guess. I've settled into it over the years. When I was a kid, I didn't want to be named Demetri. Actually, Mike. I remember thinking I wanted to be named Mike because my name was so weird at my school in Jersey where I grew up. Everybody, I felt like they had normal names, and Demetri just felt so weird, But
Mike
you get used to
Martin.
what you.
That could work.
Yeah.
There's actually, speaking of radio, there's a guy named Mike Martin who was a very famous program director for another radio station for many years. So that just popped into my mind.
That's so random. That's
But
so
yeah.
random. Okay,
Although
wait.
Mike is a fun name, but man, is it very, very simple. And sometimes that's cool, but there's other times where you think nobody would butcher your name. But I remember one time somebody wrote on an order that I picked up MYAK, and I'm like, how did you get that?
Some people
Wow.
spell it kind of funky.
I was like, that was wild to me. I was like, how did you get that out of Mike? I was like, all right, though, go for it.
I like the priming that you work in radio. It does. Mike. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like there's something there. So
Microphone.
yeah.
There you go.
Anyway. Okay, wait. So before you go, because we have a comedian on our show,
Yes.
we want to hear jokes. Can you give us a joke, Demetri, please?
No, I can't. Let me think.
What's one of these
I
like
don't know.
5-word jokes that you
Doesn't
have?
it's a recipe to die as a comic. When they're like, tell me a joke, it's like being at a party and they're like, you're funny, tell me a joke. Well, there's a whole production, the stage, and they have a brick wall or something, and people are like, oh yeah, they're
I get
primed
that.
for it.
It's like when
You guys
you're
are
a dancer and
sober,
people
right?
say, "Oh, you're a dancer. Go dance. Show me something." Or you're
But
a
also, you
performer,
guys
you're a
aren't.
singer.
You're not
Sing.
drunk. You're sober. This is public radio. This is a disaster. Here's what I say for comedy. I always say the best situation for live comedy is the same as the worst situation in a fire.
Wait,
That's what
Can
you-
say that again?
What?
You want a low ceiling, people all crowded together in a space. They can't get out easily. That's good for comedy. That's terrible for a fire, but it's good for comedy. So the worst for comedy would be something that's the best in a fire. The beach, daylight, sand, water. You die. As a comic, this is the worst. You need like darkness, focus, everybody crowded together.
You need people to be uncomfortable, to be close to each other. Hearing
I
other people
think so.
breathing out
Yeah.
loud, people commenting.
Yeah,
I want to
awkward
hear.
Yeah,
The waiter
it
waitress
sounds
coming in
morbid,
front
but
of
you'll
you.
see if you pay attention, the venues that are usually really good, you don't want big cavernous open, the energy all floats away. So the internet is terrible. I don't think that's why I'm not good at social media or any of that stuff. This is
Oh.
the Gen X old guy. Like I don't know how to do any of it.
That's okay. That's something we're working on here at the station because that's this new department that we have. This is a new show. The show has been around growing for like 2 years. We did actually, the reason why we're called On the Deck is because we were literally on the deck outside that we have on the second floor because we were still very, very strict COVID protocols.
Yes.
So, yes. And so we've moved inside now, but we just kept the awkward name.
We kept the name.
Yeah.
I have a question. I'm not that familiar with the logo, but I can see it there. I see the number, the station.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I see a person. Is that a megaphone? I can't see. The resolution's
it's a
not
little
enough
megaphone.
to see the details.
It's our non-binary mascot with a megaphone shouting out to the world.
Cool. And so then there's like sound lines.
Yes.
That's what I'm seeing. Okay, cool. Because I could see motion. I didn't know if it was like a dancing thing or whatever, but I get it.
There you go. Good.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah, they even gave you a little sound there because you got it right. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, cool.
I was wondering if you were thinking it might be something else because every time I go somewhere and I see like signs of like, like don't climb up a ladder and it's a guy climbing up a ladder, I automatically think it's something completely different. Because it's like, is this guy skiing upwards or like, it
Right.
always looks to me like whenever whoever draws this stuff isn't always thinking that it's supposed to be what it actually is. And to me, it just comes out totally different. I don't know if that ever happens to you.
Yeah, totally. I think also, I mean, as I've gotten older and traveling a lot, I have come to really appreciate that kind of art, that public informational art. I don't know what you call it, but it's when it's done well, it's so elegant because they reduce things so much, but you get the message, you know?
Yeah.
But a lot of times I feel like it does miss the mark. But I have noticed usually a lot of the people or figures in those things don't have necks. So your little person there is pretty well rendered. I mean, I feel like I see a full person, but a lot of times it's just a floating head and part of a torso, you know. In the bathrooms, it's always, you know, not a full person. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's. Oh my
Okay,
God.
where's that?
That's great. That
Yeah.
is our intern, Jess. He's very funny. He's playing with you. But yes. No,
Oh,
great.
I couldn't hear that. It's so funny. That was a sound effect?
Yeah.
Oh,
There were
yeah.
crickets.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
No, it's
Now they're
Demetri,
embarrassed
He
Sure.
about
loved it.
the
He's having a
crickets.
good time. Great, Demetri. We're so glad that you came here to
Bring
visit
it
us
on.
and hang out with us. Yeah, bring it. Oh, it's like that. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We're so glad you came here to hang out with us and tell us about your show. Again, that is the Joke Machine. That's the tour. It's going to be at the Palace of Fine Arts. It is March 24th. Right? Am I saying the right?
Right,
Yeah.
24th.
Good. And the times are going to be at 4 p.m. and then at 7 p.m.
And the reason there's two shows too is because they added the second show because apparently the first one like went pretty well.
Oh.
So man, but you know some
Yes,
tickets are
and they're
available.
both early enough so that afterwards, if you wanted to, you could come see my show and then you could go like have dinner outdoors somewhere or like even like a drink or a barbecue like near Wilderness where there's like, you know, crickets and stuff.
Yeah,
Nice.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Did he play it?
No.
fail.
Fail.
No.
Your intern sucks. I mean, come on.
There's a cricket.
That's this person sucks. I queued him up and they're not going to give me crickets when I ask for it. That's heckling. That's lame.
You know what? That's how Jess works. He's the king of the interns. He really he works. He's kind of like, what is it? A vigilante or like a lone mercenary. He's very rogue. Oh, we were having
Oh,
some
there are
tech
tech
issues.
issues.
That's what it
Oh.
is. Yes.
Yes.
But
gonna
know
be
that
bad.
you are appreciated very,
Yes.
very much so. Let's remind folks that we're here with Demetri Martin.
Yeah.
Yes, comedian here who's going to be touring the Bay Area on his tour called The Joke Machine. Good.
Yes.
Now, I think, oh, wait. So we're having our tech issues. I don't know. Can we, because I think we've reached a special time of the show.
Can
that
we do that?
We want to know if you can join in. We have a big ceremony that we do here at the end of the show. In fact, we were actually thinking we should change the name of the show to this. I don't agree, but it was funny at the moment.
Okay.
We're going to ask you the big time here. Demetri Martin, what time is it?
It is time for the donor highlight.
Laser.
Cash
There,
register.
cash
Cha-ching.
register.
Improvising.
There we go.
There it goes. There it
There.
goes. We got it.
Technical difficulties are real.
But that's okay.
But who
We're having
is
a
the
time.
donor?
All right. Our donor here is Mark from Sacramento.
Hey.
Yeah. Demetri, you want to give a little shout out to Mark from Sacramento for donating to a 75-year-old public radio station. Well, so I want Mark to, once he's hearing
Oh.
this, he's like, Demetri Martin said my name. Oh, my God.
Mark, thank you for donating. That's very cool. Whether your name is spelt with a K or a C, everybody appreciates what you've done.
Nice.
Thank you,
There we go.
Demetri.
Thank you,
Wonderful.
Demetri.
And
yes.
thank you, Mark, for supporting KPFA Radio.
Yes.
Yes.
You want to say thank you to Mark, too?
Oh yeah, thanks, Mark. Big ups. Sacramento in the house.
Yeah. Are you from Sacramento?
Hell no. I mean no. I mean don't get me wrong. I love Sacramento. It's cool, but
It's far away.
it's
There's some
far
nice
away.
things
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
It's far away.
It's
but
far
yeah.
away unless you drive
It's not-
regularly to Tahoe, then it cuts the time down just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not that far. It's only less than 2 hours.
It's also technically not the Bay. That's the argument.
Oh.
But it's California, baby.
It's the capital.
and they pick us up there. So shout out to Sacramento.
Yes.
Shout out to Sacramento.
All right. Again, we want to say thank you to Demetri Martin for joining our show today here on the deck. With that, it's time to remind folks, Antonio, to do something here. What are they going to do?
So you're going to follow us if you are on social media, like some of us are, on Facebook at KPFA 94.1. Nope, sorry, that's wrong.
Yeah, that's it.
94.1, yes.
Oh, yeah, 94.
And I don't know what that was,
Yeah.
but it leads us to the others: X, Twitch.tv, YouTube, Instagram.
Sorry,
and
my alarm
TikTok
went off. I gotta change. I gotta move my car. We have a small
at
parking lot here.
KPFA Radio.
Yeah, it's like Tetris every day.
It really is. It is like Tetris.
It is Tetris, and the Tetris machine has to move.
Yes, but follow us on social media, and then we want to say thank you to our production team. Mike, tell read it there for my teleprompter. First few people to thank here on our production team.
I'm trying to read it here, but where am I at? I'm still reading Mark from Sacramento. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Peter Stickney, thank you. Jess Hutchinson, thank you. Clayton Peterson, is that Peterson?
Yep.
Peterson and Kai Gustafsson. Thank
Yes,
you all.
we also want to say thank you to EA, Roxy Van Volkenberg, Tim Brown, Mesty Thomas, and also Crystal Chandra, who are our other interns here at the station. And we also want to say thank you to Paul Garber, who helps us out as well. We got a big production team here. We're going to have to get a camera on those guys once because we just keep talking about it, but we don't know if people really know for sure. It's big here. We've been growing a lot here, and we'll be growing so much because now we've got Demetri Martin here, who appeared. I just want to say that I was a big fan of Flight of Conchords, so glad to have you here on the show with us today.
I also watch your Comedy Central show every week it aired, and I miss it. So
Thanks
and
for
Daily
having
Show
me,
days
guys.
too.
I do really appreciate it. So thank you.
Yes. I hope you have a good time with your tour. And with that, we all want to say a good thank you and goodbye. Demetri, bye.
Peace.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dimitri. Yay.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess I go.